Felt it near me. Heard the sirens, then blam, 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 bang, gunshots. When they shoot the movies around here, no gun, no pop, pop. It goes off after they dub it. It is a simulated, a stored digital sound. When you hear, and I hear, blam, 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 bang, in the movies they shoot around here, it's not the firing of a gun in real time.
Human beings make it very complex. There's always some way to have a complex outlook, complex thoughts about someone, always a way to complicate a relationship.
The Guns or Gun went bam, 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 bang. Casually, I put my drink down in the bar. Drew no attention. Went to the door. Hit the door. Took a look outside. Nothing. Nothing out there. Walking, talking as usual. Walking, talking is normal out there on the street. I never heard gunfire inside the city. There's a problem. I thought there's difficulty. Crossbleed. An auditory and visual illusion. A visual and auditory hallucination. Blam, blam, blam. Did not happen near me or even across the street.
I had sex with him. It was all right. It all went off all right. I went off all right. It was not particularly intimate or personal. So what?
Heard that.
Said that.
Heard that.
Said that.
The images of TV, internet, and movies create illusions every day. It was a thought, an idea. Gunshot is idea. Gunshot is homage to my media experience, to my media immersion. 24 hours, 24 hours, 24 hours. All the time, anytime. Immersion, swimming in the made-up world. For the last 2 months, I've made it a point to swim in the made-up world of media illusion.
I enjoy intercourse. My body as a mystery. My body as mysterious to me as mysterious as another person. Girls have an advantage, the way we take it in. An advantage and a disadvantage. When I go off, when I shoot it to the moon, I vibrate. I vibrate and shimmer. Cleans my emotions out.
The Guns or Gun went bam, 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 bang, casually. I put my drink down in the bar. At an even normal pace, I walked outside. Took a look outside. Nothing. Nothing out there.
An act of health, an act of mental health. Vitamin O. I know the term vitamin O is not original with me.
Not a thing different out there on the street.
Nothing.
No gun in the street, no shooter visual, nobody on the run.
He was cute. Need I examine that? First hit. Looked him over. Looked him over out of the corner of my eye. Bring, bring. Cuteness calling. The boy was cute. Oh?
Thanks.
Cute? I think you're cute.
How about that?
Maybe you don't realize the biological necessities of everyday life. Obviously, everyone must eat, drink. And I say, well, eat, drink. And I say, eat, drink, and be, yes.
I'm a good learner and a sincere believer.
Noted.
I grew up with television nonstop, all day, every day. Somewhere in the house, the voices, sounds, music going off. 3, 4, 5 years old, I remember my mother saying, Ralph, what do you want for breakfast today? A soft-boiled egg or Rice Krispies. We're out of Captain Crunch. My mother said this, one eye on the television as she spoke, one eye on Queen for a day or Price is Right, an egg or Rice Krispies. We're out of Captain Crunch. My father, nonstop news. Prelude to my 24-hour a day, every day, media immersion.
That's a sexy speech.
How's the study carousel these days?
Very sexy.
I have done media in a systematic way, done a systematic immersion. 12 hours straight, flipping channels randomly every 10 minutes. At first, it was 12 hours straight, flipping the channels at random every 10 minutes. I bought a timer with a watch, a chess timer, a wind-up chess timer. Set it to go off once every 10 minutes, then a flip.
It started in graduate school. I studied English, doing quite well. Long hours in the library, long hours in the study carousel. Reading, fenced in by the white study carousel. Reading mostly the classics.
First off, let me tell you, There's a lot of eating on television. Smiling people doing a lot of eating. Good-looking, sexy people. Thin people dining big burgers. Watch out. Eating on television will make you hungry. Chips, chips, chips. I needed some chips.
I caught a show on O about sexual addiction. Blonde teenage girl, dark-haired teenage boy, both of them nonstop, 4 or 5 times a day. One day, they did it 13 times.
Good one. Saw that show.
Very mysterious.
After a few days of flipping channels every 10 minutes, my appetite.
They said, well, we're not heterosexual or homosexual or bisexual. We're something else. O said, what's left? I don't even know if I want to hear this. The girl said, I'm trisexual, willing to try anything.
On television, there's lots of quasi-sex stuff. Pretty maids plastered up there with the pixels, perfect airbrush faces. Pretty maids are so beautiful. I look close. Everyone is knockout. Everyone will knock you out. Blam, blam, blam. Bang!
Oh my, oh my, oh my.
For the last couple of weeks, I could not get over her eyes. Now that she shrunk her face down, lost that extra weight back a few years ago, her eyes set back in her face. Her eyes are set back in her face.
Columbia. Isn't it Columbia? That's it. Columbia. Columbia Library.
To keep myself interested, to keep myself awake, I had sexy thoughts, little sexy fantasies. Time out now, break from the book, break from reading in the study carousel. Time for a little sexy thought or a big sexy fantasy. Oh, there's a cutie. Ring, ring, ring in a cutie.
Television doesn't do full body shots. Bodies get morphed on television. Bodies are morphed into rounded or flat plastic sacks.
Doesn't matter what you think. The complexity of thought fascinates. It's my amoral sexuality, sex per se as amoral.
Right.
It doesn't matter to me if your whole trip, everything you said just now, is a total put on, a made up artifact. In fact, if it was a work of the imagination, so much better.
Have some chips.
Barbecue. How retro.
The great works of literature make me horny.
Hey. Oh my, oh my, oh my.
Moan and moan. I got a moan on a bone.
Yes. 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 What did you say about meaty immersion, people eating? Is there a big burger around here?
Right here.
Everyone who does Oprah quiets down sooner or later. They quiet down and take on focus. Must be the eyes and a quiet voice.
Good. That new sauce?
No. Same old, same old, same old sauce.
Sex for me is never the same. Always different. Last week, I had some great orgasms. Put my lights out. Later that night, I dreamt a big rotating machine was cutting my insides up. Yes! Oh, yes! Yes! Had a very intense orgasm in that dream.
Wow.
Some days, I could take it or leave it. Some days, there's not a single fella that can make me sweat. What's that about?
Life's an experiment. One leap into the unknown after another. Reshuffle the deck, throw the pack up in the air. I'm fed up with the media blitz. Fed up with the nonstop drilling into everybody's brain.
That's the beginning of a sexy speech.
What's the most popular show in Iraq? This is a test. That's a signal. Popular mood, right? What? What? The most popular show on Iraqi television.
Al Jazeera.
Not even close.
The Muslim morning prayer.
All right. All right. Here it is. Oprah.
Oprah.
Oh.
I want to do angel dust with you. Meth, okay? I have a stash. We'll go very fast. There it goes. Rock it off. Then, let's do fantasy. It opens me up all over. Every pore in my body.
It's the movies! The movies! The made-for-TV movies! Stay in your places, everyone. Don't move. The made-for-TV movies!
Oh. Ooh. Real blood. Oprah's set is perfect. Not glitzy, over the top, drawing attention. When she leans in her chair, there's some give. It moves back, settles. When there's wood, it's good wood. Mahogany or oak or a more exotic wood, cut down just for the show. On one show, there was a lamp in back of her chair. Brass, I think. Long, thin center post and a simple shade. Shade like a pillbox hat. For the last couple of weeks, I could not get over her eyes. Now that she shrunk her face down, lost that extra weight back a few years ago. Her eyes set back in her face. Her eyes are set back in her face as though she's looking in herself. Looking in herself, then looking out there. Out there at her guests. Out there at those who watch on TV. I've watched how her soft voice goes on, listened to her soft voice as it goes on like the flowing of water in a forest somewhere. Smooth voice, rippling and rippling. Smooth. Her eyes looking at her guest all the time. Everyone who does Oprah quiets down sooner or later. They quiet down and take on focus. Must be the eyes and the quiet voice. Even the 17-year-old addicted to cocaine barbiturates fantasy. Even the 17-year-old blonde who was all over the place. Even the 17-year-old jumping here and there as she told about her addictions, dates, memory blockouts. For a moment, she stopped bobbing her head, scratching her arms. She looked at Oprah straight ahead and got quiet, as if she woke up suddenly and was there. As if she woke up suddenly and found us crowding around.